Here we go. How to Casual Monster Hunter Edition. We all know there's two kinds of gamers out there. There's the hardcore gamer crowd and there's the casual gamer crowd, right? And everybody knows the distinction between the two because there's a universally accepted definition for both these terms, right? Okay, sarcasm aside, sometimes we just want to play a game casually, right? We don't want to get so entrenched in the experience. We just want to go in, play for an hour or two each day, and then maybe give up after a few weeks of that. Maybe once we see those credits roll at the end of the main story, we're content and we move on to something else. And that's perfectly fine. For some of us, maybe we invest a few thousand hours in our favorite game, but we want to change a pace. So we pick up something new and we want to have a fun time with it without going too in depth with the game. And you see that all the time. In fact, a couple months back, a big video game streamer picked up Monster Hunter World for the first time, started playing it. He wasn't trying to be the best out there. He was just trying to have fun with it and expose his audience to something that maybe they haven't played before. And so that's great. And I know some people who seem to play games for a living, but have never really touched Monster Hunter or have never really engaged with it very much the way I have. The number of hours that I've put into this game series is frighteningly embarrassing. And I don't really want to tell you what that number is. And I know that's not for everybody. In fact, millions of Monster Hunter fans play the game pretty casually. And so if you haven't tried the game out before and you don't want to become a complete Monster Hunter nerd, I have some advice for you so that you can enjoy the experience without having to work very hard to do so. And so I call this How to Casual Monster Hunter Edition. Step 1, cheese some gear. Yeah, the very first thing you need to do is get some armor and weapons. And you don't need to work very hard to do that. In fact, you don't even need to get something fancy to start playing this game. The camera gear is great for you. Don't worry about upgrading to all these other fancy armors that open up as you move from one monster to the next. They're not going to make you significantly stronger. Okay? Just stick with the basics. Sure, go ahead and experiment. It's not important to upgrade your armor very much in this game. Now, when you do decide to upgrade your armor, it's really easy to do. Pick one that looks cool and then go beat that monster 4 or 5 times. You should have everything you need to make it at that point. And if that's too much effort for you, no problem. Just pick any random gear that's available to make. So you can only make the alloy headpiece, make it. That's fine. Maybe you can only make the shell-studded chest. Great, just make that piece. Don't worry about making full sets. Get what you can and just keep moving forward. Now, step 2, how to casual, get carried. That's right. This game is a multiplayer experience, and you don't really have to do much by yourself to advance through the game. Once you get this gathering hub opened up, all you need to do is come over here to the quest board and hit respond to join request. And since you're just getting started out, you're going to have low and high rank hub quests. So just come into here, whether it's low rank or high rank or rampage, and come down here and hit random. Okay? Let the matching work its magic. This will hook you up with a random quest where you can contribute as little or as much as you can and earn all the rewards off of someone else's back. You might think I'm being sarcastic right now. I am not at all. This game was designed for this, okay? Capcom designed Monster Hunter for people of different skill levels to have fun with each other and contribute as much as they are capable of. So if you can't really contribute that much, that is not a problem. You come in and you do what you can, and you work together as a team, and you all earn rewards. Now, I don't even know what rank these guys are. Let's find out. Player list. They're level 2, and I'm level 999. They're doing their best. And so I'm just going to hit these guys a little bit and contribute what I can to this quest. Look, they're doing great. Dude's already riding the Lagombi. I don't even know who we're supposed to be fighting right now. This Lagombi? Yeah, you're going to eat it. You are going to eat this. I hope I have my fire. Yeah, look at that. This isn't a capture quest, is it? Because this dude's going down hard. Oh, wow. Okay, he's messed up. Let's just make sure it's not a capture quest. Where's my quest info? Hunt a Lagombi. Oh, yeah, he's going down hard. Let's do this. Now, these guys probably hate me for doing this, okay? Because I just killed him in like 4 hits. But I'm not going to do that again. Don't worry about it, guys. They weren't asking to get carried, but, you know, you contribute what you can. Since the game is designed this way, if you put up a join request and someone joins your quest that is not very good at the game, don't complain about that, all right? You opened up the quest for anyone to join. So one thing you have to understand about Monster Hunter is when you let people join your quest, you have to be prepared for that person to be HR 999 or HR 0, all right? And if you don't want to play with people who are worse than you, don't open up your quest. It's as simple as that. All right, step 2, get carried. Step 3, how to casual. The best advice I can give you, hands down, is this: stack defense. What exactly does that mean? Get as much defense as possible from as many different sources as possible. I'm going to show you a few interesting sources of defense right now. First of all, you get defense from the armor that you choose. And the higher rarity the armor, the higher the defense is. All right, so if we look at these armor pieces, we have rarity 1, defense 1, defense 10, rarity 2, 12. The further down this list you go, the higher the defense gets. Now that's the starting defense. The second way to stack defense is to upgrade your armor. And what this does is it puts armor spheres in it. And this will increase the armor a little bit at a time. Now this armor piece has 80. Let's find something with really low armor here. I've already juiced these up pretty good. So this Gargwamass has defense 86. If I put more armor spheres in it, the defense is going to go up. See that? 94, 96, 98, 100. Every little bit counts. Upgrade armor with armor spheres. How do you get armor spheres? Easy. The easiest way to get armor spheres is over here, optional subquests. Make sure you always have 5 subquests selected here in optional subquests and do the easy ones. All right, most of these are going to give you armor spheres. So pick the ones that give armor spheres and then complete them. Right here, quest, Frost Islands. All I have to do is complete 2 quests in the Frost Islands, and they're going to give me armor spheres for it. Easier ones, bone gathering, honey gathering. You can gather 3 honey on a quest. 3 honey gathering spots, easy. Get armor spheres from it. Now, you're not going to get these king armor spheres. You know, I get better rewards because I'm a higher rank. But you're going to get the spheres that you need. Endemic life, just pick up those hunting helpers, and they give you spheres for it. It's amazing. Okay, here's one, large monster hunting. Just hunt monsters and you get more spheres. So keep knocking out these subquests and you will have more spheres than you need. Don't worry about it. The third way to stack defense, a lot of people don't realize this. Watch this. Your weapon will give you defense. Most weapon types have a version that gives you defense. Now the defender, if you like to use the defender weapons, that's fine. But look at that, defense bonus 30. The defender weapons are designed for you to progress through the game really quickly. So some people are kind of put off by that. If you don't want to use the defender weapons, there's usually another weapon type somewhere that will give you defense. So look for it, okay? If you don't have this available to you in the beginning of the game, don't worry about it. Keep in mind that there are weapons that will also increase your defense. How else can you stack defense? Armor skills. There's a lot of different armor skills that boost your defense, and they will stack with each other. So if you want to engage with this game in a casual way, defense is your best friend. What it's going to do is reduce the amount of damage you take each time you get hit. And so you can stay in the game longer without having to worry about taking potions, and you can actually learn the game a lot quicker because you're not spending all your time trying to heal and run away from the monster. Step 4, how to casual Monster Hunter, ignore DPS. All right, just stay away from all conversations about DPS, damage per second, your damage output. How much damage can I do every time I hit the monster? Don't even worry about it. It's not important. You're a casual. DPS is irrelevant. The biggest factor that determines your DPS is not the gear or the build or anything like that. It's how well you know your weapon. And since you're a casual, you may not know your weapon very well. And so all that other stuff is not going to help you. Your DPS is not going to improve just by copying someone's build. Not going to happen. Focus on learning the weapon or not, and forget about DPS. It's irrelevant to you. Step 5, how to casual Monster Hunter Edition. Grind those urgents. Yeah, whenever you see an urgent quest pop up, which I can't actually show you because I've completed everything in the game. But when you see an urgent quest pop up, just do it. Do it immediately. Send out a join request. People will come in and help you clear the quest. Just get them done. Crank them out. When you are selecting which quest to do, in order to unlock your urgents, you have to do what are called key quests. What you'll see is, you can't see it on the screen. Can't see it on the screen, but you have to do a certain number of quests that are marked as key quests before your urgent appears. Get those key quests done, make the urgent pop up, and then get the urgent done. And that will unlock the next tier of quests for you. So just keep grinding those urgents. Don't worry about clearing all the quests out before you move on to the next tier. Completely unnecessary. All right, so this next tip, I think some of you are going to be offended by this. Don't even worry about it. Like I said before, everyone contributes what they can to the quest, and you're no different. In fact, you're a casual, so no one's expecting you to contribute 50% of the damage on the quest. Don't even worry about it. Even if the damage was split equally, everyone would have to do 25% of the damage. Not so for you. You're a casual. No one expects you to do even 25% of the damage on the quest. As a casual, you might do 5 to 10%. Not a big deal. A really important tactic for survival and quest completion is for you to not cart. The strategy is for you to not cart. And so I have a tactic, and this tactic is amazing. Watch this. I've seen a lot of streamers do this. I've seen casuals of all types do this. I've seen people claiming to be experts in the game do this. And it's really interesting to watch when people do it on stream because it's just so ridiculous. Now, where did this monster go? Here it is. Watch real close. I call this tactic. Oh my God, where's everybody else? Is there only one other guy here? Yeah, there's only one other guy here. Well, here it is. I call this tactic running in circles. That's right. The best way to stay alive is just run in circles, dude. Not a problem. Again, no one expects you to do all the damage. You're a casual. People know you're a casual. They see your armor, they see your rank, they see your situation, and they understand it. We get it. Now, where's my... There he is. There's my guy over there. All right, he's with me. Oh, I'm getting beat. Is he trying? Is he trying over there? All right, so what I'm going to suggest to this guy is get up on your little dog and just run. Stay away from that guy. All right, let's take this guy out. There we go. There's some big damage. It's okay to run away if you're going to die, okay? Not a problem. We forgive you ahead of time. Next step in How to Casual Monster Hunter Edition. Don't worry about how effective your weapon is. What's important is to pick the coolest looking weapon, okay? That's all. Just pick something cool and go with it. It doesn't matter if the weapon you pick is the optimal weapon for that particular monster or is going to do the most damage in whatever scenario you happen to be in. None of that matters. Monster Hunter is all about looking good. And the sooner you realize that and accept it, the better your gameplay is going to be. Look at me. This is a layered weapon. So you will get to the point where you can change the look of your weapon, and that's what I've done. This is not the weapon that I'm actually holding. It's just the one that looks the coolest to me. And if I didn't have access to layered weapons, this is the one I'd be using because it looks the coolest. I've always chosen cool looking weapons over effective weapons, and I'm a hardcore player. All right. Look at this armor as well. This is layered armor. It looks cool. And I'm too lazy to make a mixed set. So I just use a full set of master rank Pukey gear, and I kick ass and I look cool doing it. I don't even know who we're supposed to be hunting, by the way. Is this an Almudron quest? I don't know. But we'll tear him up. There he goes. Awesome. See that? We're all casuals here. Next tip 4. How to casual. Buy stuff on sale. That's right. Right now there's a sale going on at the Market and Guild store. This guy right here. Since you are a casual, you are not going to have a lot of money like I do. I have 69 million zenny. That's the coin of the realm, the zenny. And I have effectively infinite money. There's no way I can spend all that. However, you don't have that. You have just a few thousand. And so when you see a market sale, this is the time to buy a lot of stuff. Need potions? They're going to be half price, so you can buy more. Need those barrel bombs, trap tools, trank bombs, any type of ammo? You can stock up on everything you need at bargain basement prices. That's right. And by the way, don't forget your power charm and armor charm. The market sale comes up quite often, and when you do need to stock up, this is the best time to do it. Stretch every zenny as far as you can. Next tip for casual play, ignore all the village features. Okay, what I mean by that is the meals. All right, this meal system, don't worry about what to eat. Don't think too much about it. Don't try to optimize it. Just pick what sounds cool and go from there. Make sure you are eating every time so you get the extra health bonus. Specific foods that you want to eat, just don't worry about it. In fact, don't even eat if you don't want to. Not a big deal. The motley mix where you can have them cook all these different fish and have them cook a hide, a scale, a skin. What am I? I'm cooking a gajao skin. What is this, like pork rinds? I don't know. Don't even worry about it. There's so many cool things here to do, but don't waste your time. Got a bunch of great flame fin? Want to motley mix them and get some cool stuff and get 12 dash juice at a time? Gourmet fish, who even uses that anymore? Energy drink? Don't even waste your time on Molly Mix. You're not going to need it. All right, optimizing your cats and dogs. Even hiring these buddies to begin with. Don't worry about it. Get a cat, get a dog, get one of each, and just let them rank up. More features to ignore? The lottery. Just a waste of time. You get some cool things out of it, but in the end, is it really going to make the difference between success and failure? Probably not. Melding pot, where you can create your own talismans. Don't worry about it. Don't waste your time chasing that dream talisman. Just do it when you can and take what you get and don't think about it too much. So that's what I mean by ignore all the village features. Focus on your key quests and your urgents and get through the storyline and you'll have a great time. The next tip I have for you, quit the game after you defeat Narwa. I hope I didn't spoil it for you, but it kind of builds up to this. So I don't think I'm really spoiling it by telling you that just call it a day. Once you beat that quest, just move on to your next game because that's all you really need to do to say you've beaten Monster Hunter. So what quest am I talking about? Right here, we're going to go to high rank and we're going to look for right here. Slay the Thunder Serpent Narwa, Serpent Goddess of Thunder. Is that the urgent? But you're going to have a quest with this guy in it, this fine lady in it. And that's going to be the last quest you need to do. Do this and call it a day. Put up a join request too, so people can come in and help you with it, like what I'm doing right now. Probably got the wrong weapon for it. So those are my top tips for How to Casual Monster Hunter. And if you get through all of those, you will have achieved a few things. Number one, you will have beaten the game. Number two, you will have had a ton of fun doing it. And number three, you will not have had to try very hard. That's right. You want to play a game casually. You're not here to try really hard, are you? That's okay. Guess no one's doing their urgent right now. You just want to get in there and have some fun. So follow these steps, and that's exactly the type of experience you're going to have. But wait, there's more. That's right. Even after you're done playing the game, there are more things to do as a casual monster hunter. I got a couple bonus items for you. All right. So after you beat Narwa, after you've beaten the game, after you've had this amazing casual experience, here's what to do next. I want you to go to a Discord server. It's called MH Gathering Hall. You can join that Discord server. There are so many players on that server. Experts, casuals, everything. Anything you can think of, they've got over there. What you need to do, though, is you go on that server and you need to act like you are a pro monster hunter. This is part of the experience. Trust me on this. You will have a great time as a casual if you go to that specific Discord server and act like you know everything there is about the game. Now, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you this is something you can do to get that full casual Monster Hunter experience. All right. And then the second bonus item on the list of how to casual Monster Hunter, learn to speedrun. That's right. Your casual Monster Hunter experience isn't truly complete without trying to be a speedrunner. It's a rite of passage for every casual player. And here's how you do it. I want you to head over to YouTube and type in Monster Hunter Speedrun, just like that. And you are going to find all of the greatest Monster Hunter players ever to have existed. All right. You're going to want to look for the coolest monster and the lowest time. Let me warn you ahead of time. You're not necessarily going to find all the monsters here because speedrunners don't like to speedrun every monster in the game. No. And in fact, you're not going to find every weapon against every monster because speedrunners don't like to use different weapons against every monster. No. What they like to do is use a popular weapon for that particular matchup. So, in order to have the best experience as a casual, you need to find a weapon and a monster that's a lot of people are speedrunning. So you find that matchup, Longsword versus Risen Shigaru, for example. You find that matchup, you play the video, and you copy what they're doing step by step. Yeah, that's how you become a speedrunner. Just do what somebody else is doing and try to do it better than them. Now, is that what these guys do? Not necessarily, but that is the casual experience, right? I told you this is about the casual experience. So most speedrunners in existence, you'd be surprised to hear this, they're actually casuals. Yeah. And they're trying their hardest to replicate what other people have done. Since you're a casual and you're looking for that casual experience, this is the pinnacle of Monster Hunter casual experience. If you do beat the game and see the end credits and want to call it a day, that's fine. However, I highly recommend that you give this experience a try as well and see what it's all about. And that's what I got for you. All you casuals out there looking to have a great time with Monster Hunter, follow these steps and you're guaranteed to have the best casual Monster Hunter experience possible. Check out some other videos on my channel. I got a couple other channels you can check out as well. Subscribe to all of them so you don't miss anything. Check out our Discord server. Lots of people over there, hundreds of members and growing every day. Check out my podcast. It's called The Grind Chamber. I got a couple episodes of that up. Let me know in the comments what your top tips are for new players who want that casual Monster Hunter experience. Perhaps you're an older, more jaded Monster Hunter and You kind of missed out on that casual experience. Tell us what you wish you could have done when you started playing Monster Hunter. And that's all I got for now. I'll see you guys in the next one or on the Discord server. Come over and say hi.